Yes, yes. All right, here we go. Thank you, Dean. See you, buddy. Oh, Dean got a free plug on the greatest show.
Supposed to charge for those, George.
Yeah. You know, man, I'm still learning this marketing.
If you just willy-nilly say their name, you can't get money for it later.
Oh,
you give them one freebie, and that's it.
Oh, man. Oh, this is pretty tough here, boy. Who's this, boy?
That's Conan.
Holy cow, man. It's pretty tough. We put him up here. He took a bump. Okay. Well, still bumping. Boy, what the heck?
Yeah, his action figure's bumping more than he is these days.
I just told the guys, I'm going to get an action figure with a button in the back, and when you push it, the first action figure with automatic block. Okay? Whatever. That's all it does right there. It just blocks.
Yeah.
Clotheslines or anything else from those.
I felt like you this weekend. I wrestled another guy that says, hey, I do a lot of Vader spots. I feel like I've wrestled every single guy on the planet that says, hey, I do a lot of Vader stuff. That's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
They never say I do Steamboat stuff.
Oh,
you know, they never do.
I've never run into a guy that says I do a lot of Eddie Gilbert stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like,
no, I know
never.
Oh God, I know.
I do a lot of Vader stuff.
That or Sid. I do a lot of Sid stuff. Okay.
All right.
There's a reason why Sid and Vader ain't doing their stuff anymore. Okay, there's nobody left to do it to. But
yeah.
Anyway. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle. You hear the claps, you know what time it is. George, how was your weekend?
Well, I had an unbelievable weekend. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I know it's hot outside. The world has gone crazy. Can't even swim in Myrtle Beach anymore, and it ain't the sharks' fault. It's just pollution. I think it is. Man, that's a true story. That's a shoot. There's actually 5 more reported cases of people swimming, even though when they were being told don't swim in Myrtle Beach. What a way to start off a program. Depression. But anyway.
Listen, last time I went to Wrightsville Beach, there was a jellyfish just floating around, and people are like, oh, we'll just avoid it. I'm like, no, there's a jellyfish in the water. Aren't we supposed to not come even near these things? And people are like, oh, there's just one right there.
The sharks are actually kicked back laughing at us now because we used to put the heat on the sharks because they started appearing about this time last year and you couldn't swim. But now the sharks just kick back saying, no, it ain't us now. You can't put the heat on us. It's now just the dirty water that's making everybody sick. But anyway, so how are y'all doing? So welcome to the greatest TV show that's on free access cable. Thank everybody. What a great week I had. I went down to my good friend Chief J. Eagle. I've known him, Lord, almost 40 years, to their building in Bowling Springs. Very, very excited. I sold a ring canvas, which is always a good thing. Plus, actually sold this time an NWA TV belt. So, a very good success down there at Bowling Springs. Some of the greatest hot dogs, bullet that you could ever. Just a great concession, just a great time. Saw some, always I'll watch a couple of the matches, whatever. Maybe some aspiring young actors may pop up. Who knows? But anyway, had a great time. Bullet. Got out of there, ate good, and of course got back home, so everything went good with that. So much going on this week. Of course, always I want to mention the upcoming PWX show that will be in a few weeks, correct? So much that the fans don't know is on the line. Matter of fact, about 12 promotions could be affected by the outcome of this one promotion's show. That's all I'm saying.
I have not confirmed any wrestling bookings past that. I do have stuff penciled in because I'm optimistic, but at the same time, too, people ask me, hey, are you for sure on this date? And I'm like, no, I'm not.
That's right.
For sure on that date.
They're put in pencil.
They're
right?
put in pencil.
They're nothing
I might
in
have to take a big eraser in my calendar, but it all really depends.
That's exactly right. And which we always joke about. There, you got to look at your truck out front because there may be a camper. Back in the old days, the old timers, they already came to town to the show with a camper hooked up to the back of the truck for that loser may be over match. But we don't know.
It may go just so bad I might leave town. I'm not even supposed to leave town. I'm just supposed to end my career. It might go so bad that I just like, I'm going to leave town. So.
Or it could be so bad that you may win the match and just lose.
You leave town,
yeah, exactly.
Either or. I may just leave town just because of it, even though it's not a loser leave town. It just clears the title.
It has nothing to do with the match. You may just leave town, Bullet, which is very understandable. But anyway, we know we have that coming up. A lot coming up this week. I'm very, very excited about this Saturday night, Bullet. I get to hang out with my friend Shane Douglas. We're going to be at the Old Mooresboro Gym for my friend Josh Steinborn, a fundraiser they're doing there. Shane Douglas is coming in town. I'm very, very excited because I have not seen him since I was able to watch that Academy Award movie, Wrestlers versus Zombies. So, of course, Shane Douglas was a big part of that. So I kind of feel like I'm meeting Charleston Heston. Okay, Bullet? So gonna have a lot of questions. I've had this in my head, and if I get Shane Douglas to do it, it's gonna be great. But is this not a good little angle? I was gonna surprise our viewers, but I want Shane Douglas to hold like a generic book, and just a generic book, and I'm gonna try to get him on tape, throwing that book down, and then picking up the second. Yes. Oh, yeah.
I like that.
That's kind of a connection there to what
this book don't mean a damn.
That's exactly right.
This one right here.
Oh, I love it. And I think I'm gonna have it because he's got to like look at the old book like he's maybe getting ready to read it. He's got to milk it for a minute instead of just throwing it down. You know what I'm saying?
This book my dad would love, but
yes.
You know.
Boy, I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
I could just have you do it. Same thing, Bullet. But anyway, that is my sole purpose of this weekend. Stay tuned to not only discuss zombie movie with Shane Douglas. If there's going to be a part 2, I definitely want to. I want to be one of the zombies. Okay, and just wear what I got on. That's a true story. But anyway, and then we're going to try to do the famous video. Go back in time where he throws one book down and picks my book up. Yeah. So anyway, so much going on, Bullet. How did last week go? If I can add real quick with the comedian-ish. Did the big laugh off happen or no?
I'm trying to remember what I did last week. I'm sorry. It's been a rough couple of weeks.
Yeah, I know you were gone all weekend.
Yeah, I did the 180 seconds, and then I also did the roast. All those were real good. I'm finally starting to get. I feel like I'm starting to get some feet underneath me on stage. I'm starting to become myself on stage.
All of that.
There's glimmers of it. I wouldn't say I'm there yet, but I feel like I have. I'm bringing some energy to a room a lot of times.
Oh, I love that.
And it's I'm going off the cuff with some stuff. I feel like I'm starting to learn how to be a comic, which is something that people said very early, is that you write good jokes, but you need to learn how to be a comic.
Yes,
and
I totally agree.
That's basically what I've been doing for the last year and a half. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, is learning how to do that. And I think I might have turned a corner in a sense. So maybe I'm there. I don't know. I do have a long way to go, but I at least know that I'm going forward, because I feel something different going on. Whether it's the right thing to do, I may be going in the wrong direction. I may be getting worse. I don't know.
It's almost like in our business, which you hear about when a light bulb goes off. It's like, I can't explain it myself, but it's just like one day in the wrestling business, a light bulb kind of goes off where you realize, oh, I get it now. Yeah. Which before, no matter what they said or what you did or whatever, I don't know. It's just like that light bulb didn't go off. And then sometimes, now I see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I always kind of saw what I was doing, but it's a comfort level now.
Yeah.
I feel more comfortable up there right now, and of course, the more places I go and steps I take, I'll be uncomfortable again and have to start all over again and make those backward steps. But I have a feeling that I'm moving forward in that sense of getting more comfortable.
And as my own dream, which I dream through you and through my kids here, is every week, and I know it's a long way off, but I love getting that free newspaper, The Creative Loafing, who takes out some tremendous ads in it for the Comedy Zone. Mm-hmm. And I love opening up, Bullet, and I know one day, as Fritz would say, I'm going to see my son. I mean, I don't know how much Comedy Zone puts into their advertising, but it's huge. They take out 2 big spreads, and they list, it reminds me of an old-timey wrestling poster. They list pictures and all of everybody that's going to be appearing at the Comedy Zone for like the next 5 months. And really some pretty big name people in there, Bullet. But I said all that to say that one day, okay? Now,
I don't got my sights just set on the Comedy Zone.
Oh, man.
Maybe one day you'll see me playing Time Warner Arena.
Bullet.
Let's aim high and then fall way short. Kind of like my wrestling career. I aimed for WrestleMania and I ended up here.
But Bullet, along those same lines, in my little world, which you at Time Warner would be a great accomplishment, but if you could possibly get a role in Police Academy, that to me, that's the ultimate comedian-ish transferred over career. Once we do that, I'm done. I can honestly pass this red coat to you. Okay.
Of all the film franchises.
Yes. But Police Academy. I just love. Bob, my favorite guy, Bobcat. He was already a big name in the comedian world, so I don't think that movie. I'm just impressed that he was brought back for like 3 or 4 of them. I mean, I just love that part of it. Not only him, I can't come up with the one guy's name, the tall comedian. He was also in Police Academy that can do the unbelievable voices. He's still at it. Yes. He's still at it too. So anyway, I know we're reaching for Time Warner Cable, but we got to reach higher. Okay, that's our motto of tonight's show. Okay. We're going to reach higher.
We're going to reach higher.
Police Academy. Okay? So anyway, so much going on, Bullet. I want to thank everybody. I do got a special Idiot of the Week, Bullet, that you can put a little bit of your thought in it before we get off of here. I know I got Shane Douglas waiting.
I may even have the idiot to put in here today,
too.
Boy,
it's unbelievable. And, this has never happened to me. I'm probably the only one in America that this has not happened to yet, and you hear so much about it. But and it just happened this afternoon. Matter of fact, I get contacted from Facebook, which ain't a big deal. You think all that's a big work. But anyway, and they contact me to let me know, which I was very appreciative, that someone is trying to hack my account. Which, right off the bat, I laugh at because what the heck are you getting? I mean, go rob a bank or something. But anyway, so I kind of laugh. But then they send you, now Facebook will actually send you their information, where they're from, their email, everything they're doing to try to get into your account, which is just...
Well, they must know your son, so they're like, okay, he'll just stick his son on him and they'll take care of it.
But boy,
me, they'll send an email saying if you'd like to contact the authorities. For you, I'm like, if you'd like to send Junior over to go take care of this, here's the guy's information.
But honestly, believe it or not, I couldn't believe it. You almost think it's a big joke, but it was a shoot. Facebook contacted me, a guy in China this afternoon. I don't know what time it is in China, but what the heck are you thinking, China brother? What are you doing? But anyway. And I have to okay it or not. Is this me or is it not me? First of all, for them to ask this old redneck, are you this China guy, this China brother from China trying to get into your own account? And then you say no, and then they take over from there, Bullet. But so what I'm doing today, I'm not throwing Facebook in this week, but I'm gonna throw this China guy, China brother, into the idiot bag.
China brother may or may not be politically correct. I might as well put that out there. We don't know for sure. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Allegedly.
I've never used that term, so I don't know if it's...
I don't know if any... I've never heard anybody say it before. Yeah. We may be breaking new ground in racism, or we might be coming up with a cool hip term for all the kids are saying.
It may be what's cool over there. But I guess my point is I throw my China brother into the idiot bag. Okay. Please, because I'm just being a dumb redneck here. What do you get? I mean, is there...
He definitely can't post things just like you. That alone, like the post that he would put up, like Facebook, wait a minute, there are too many correct grammar notations and punctuations in this.
That's true.
And proper capitalization. This is obviously not you.
That's exactly right.
That's probably tripped the whole thing off. I
should have shut up and let him get on there, because the first, like you said, the first post that my China brother would have posted, he would have told on himself, right? Yeah. Because there's no way he could have
You would have got a message from me like, George, I think somebody hacked into your account. There's some capitalization and proper punctuation in this Facebook post.
That's very true. So I may have...
there are normal people that can translate what you said in here. There is no reference or analogy of Wahoo McDaniel in this Facebook post whatsoever.
That's exactly right.
Common people can understand what you're saying.
So I probably shouldn't have jumped the gun so quick. I should have just let the guy do it, and they would have caught him. They would have caught him. But it just blows my mind, because I guess people in China have more time on their hands like they do here. The reason I went into defense mode is I know some of the goofballs that we deal with, and for brother to just think that he can bypass the goofballs to become my Facebook, that just hit me wrong. Yeah. You know, some things like I want to go to WrestleMania without traveling to Mooresville Armory. That ain't gonna happen. So I went in automatically to defense mode, wondering what the heck's wrong with this brother, that he would actually try to get into my Facebook account. So anyway, they shut it down. Whatever, they're dealing with him. The brother probably wasn't from China. He's probably from right up the road in Kannapolis, and just said he was from there. But anyway, so I'll shut up here as we get ready to do this thing. I will put the China brother, no defense. We don't know yet. I can't apologize.
I don't know. We might have come up with a cool term.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's very true.
We don't know if China brother is offensive.
Yeah, that's very true.
Please let us know. But since we got this video bag open, I would like to throw something in the bag, if you don't mind.
No, please.
Because I just went to the bank to deposit my check that I got for emceeing at Bonkers. Now, I'm the MC. That means I'm the low man on the totem pole, but I feel very fortunate that I even get a paycheck.
Oh, I love that
for comedy. That for me, that's big. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I was even going to deposit this check is a big thing because like the natural instinct is just get it framed.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I got goosebumps
but I'm proud of this check, and it's harder, and it's money, and I work for it, and I did a good job, and I get paid for it. That makes me feel good. And I'm gonna put it in my bank account, and things are kind of thin this week, at least until I get paid. So it's pretty important that I put this check in here, and I made a point to do it today as opposed to wait till when I get paid. And like, no, I need to get this in here today so I have money for the rest of the week. Now, it is kind of to print it off. The check's about like this big. Now, you know, and so I bring it in and I give it to the lady behind the counter at the bank. And you have been dealing with the lady behind the counter at the bank, and it's a potpourri, a potluck of what you're gonna get.
Yes.
And I handed a check this size to the lady, and she looked at me. Because I always go inside. I don't do drive-through.
Yes.
If there's anything wrong, I want you to tell it to my face.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to deposit a check, I want to remember your face in case everything went wrong. That's the one thing I got from you.
Very true.
So I give this lady this check, this big, and she looked up at me and she goes, man, your checks keep getting bigger and these dollar amounts keep getting smaller. I had to hold it. Lady, you should just be thankful that I have a check to put in here. I put it in your bank. If I don't put this in your bank, I can go to Bank of America and put this in, or go somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
So the fact that I have some money to put in the bank, you should feel grateful.
That's exactly right.
Don't make fun of me because I got money to put in the bank. Well, guess what? If I have an opportunity to cash a check that's 25 cents, that's like this big, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to proudly do it, okay? And I'm going to ask for you to put it in there. So you're going in the idiot bag.
So the bag is full.
Full.
This particular lady...
Get over it, lady.
Hey,
if I want to put 25 cents in, I'll put 25 cents in.
And same along the lines of this China brother trying to get into my account. She's trying, I guess, to get in the comedian world without going through the due process. And that don't work, right? She's got heat with me just because of that. But what you said, Bullet, just be thankful. I'm actually trying to do it right. You see what I'm saying? Brother, Lord, if she only knew what it took to get the check, Bullet. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't know how far that check's going to get me.
That's exactly right.
That check could get me to next week.
But like you said, I'm sure you could go down the street to Bank of America, something like that, and they would be glad to deposit that check without any comedy feedback. See, it's like that time I went into Bojangles and asked for a fresh biscuit, and he said, well, it's going to be 5 minutes. And I said, well, McDonald's said they could do it in a minute. And then the brother said, I'll get right with you. He said, he'll be right out. So anyway, the idiot bag's full. We cover all educational areas of the globe here at the greatest TV show in the world. But what, Bullet, I got to have a good one here. I want to use, but what Shane Douglas, I want to use everything. But what Shane Douglas, well, I don't know. He may throw mine down. I don't know. So I don't want to use. I don't want to use that. He may throw my book down and read the National Enquirer that I give him. So.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Okay.
One thing that gets bigger, and the dollar amount would go up if it got bigger.
Bullet.
Is the second greatest book of all time, which is available at highspots.com. Once again, if you want to know more about what me and George are doing on the weekend, make sure you follow me on Twitter at ManScoutManning or on Instagram at ManScoutManning. This has been another edition of Daddy You Don't Work, You Wrestle.
Thank you, Bullet. Good show, buddy. Shoot, yeah. Now, who thinks she is? Family? She don't know you enough. She don't know you good enough yet, Bullet.
Listen, I got paid just as much as I would for landing on my head, lady. You know what I'm saying? I just told a few jokes.
Yeah.